What's going on, people? Welcome to the preview for Manchester United against Burnley at Old Trafford tomorrow afternoon. We're facing our third championship team in a week. Really?
Yeah,
Was that being disrespectful? So. Should I not do that, actually? Because,
well,
never,
you know, Coventry are in the championship and Sheffield United are as good as. That was the championship side you saw at Old Trafford. I mean, that side, that's it. That team that played at Old Trafford will largely be the same, you're thinking, the championship next season. And you could probably say the same about Burnley. Now, out of the three, it's probably the best of a bad bunch. I think that's probably fair to say. But, yeah, it's still a game we should be winning against a side we should be beating.
Exactly. I completely agree with that. The main thing I want to do or say in this preview, right, is a lot of it's not rocket science. It's not, wow, oh my God, I can't believe you said that. Surely now, Owen, and you guys watching at home, surely Ahmad will start. Surely.
Well, you know what was interesting with that is coming out of the game against Sheffield United in the week, came on like 55 minutes, 10 minutes into the second half, played pretty well. But people go, no, he didn't play that great. You're overhyping him. Anthony was still okay. But I'm with you on this one. Not because I was blown away by Ahmad, but maybe because I wasn't blown away by Anthony. It was just kind of like, well, I've not seen a lot from Anthony in that game to suggest that he shouldn't play. So give Ahmad a go. Now, is Erik ten Hag going to go with what he did on Wednesday, where he's a bit like, well, yeah, Anthony's more senior experience. Maybe he's going to do a bit more defensively than Ahmad. I don't know. But I'm with you on this one. I'm going, just give him a go. Like, why not? Give him a go. And must win. We said this going into the Sheffield United game. We said next two games are 6 pointers. You know, we've in the sense of we need to get 6 points from these two games. And we got some really tough games coming up afterwards. You know, got Arsenal, got Palace, Arsenal, Newcastle, Brighton. Tough games. So
yeah.
So got to win. So yeah, Ahmad, is he going to start? I hope so. I wouldn't be shocked if he doesn't though.
No, I kind of build up myself to be like, I would be shocked if he doesn't this time. But you're right. When it comes down to it and you think about it, I wouldn't, because he just never starts him. He just never starts him. So it probably will be the same team again. The only change he might do is just put McTominay back in instead of Eriksen.
Wow.
He may do that.
It might be that, or one Mason Mount. He did say that after the game against Sheffield United. He was asked, you know, which players are going to be coming back or which players are going to be close to coming back. Defensively, nobody. Basically, it's the same back. It's the same back four. Midfield, he did say Mason Mount, but is he going to throw Mason Mount?
But he ain't going to start. No chance. No chance. You know? Impossible. No.
Yeah. So, like you said, he might go McTominay purely because that midfield he started with Cobby and Eriksen is almost ideal for a game where you're playing against a back five that's going to stand off you so much. So you don't have to worry about getting too overrun because you're going to have a lot of the ball. Burnley, for us, you know, like we're saying, a championship side, probably their biggest fault this season in the Premier League has been that you're a championship side trying to play sort of total football. And
because they're going to play. They're not going to be like Sheffield United, just sit back in the back five. They will come and play, or will try to, which actually the Sheffield United one posed a different problem because of the reason that, you know, they sit back in the back five. So if we didn't move the ball quick enough or create chances, sometimes you can make it really easy for a team doing that, which is why a lot of people said we played well. Like, we made dumb mistakes, which made us concede. But actually, with how we played, people were saying, I'm enjoying it. Good. It's about time we keep the ball moving, keep recycling, keep making chances. That's how you play against a low block. And when you do play, it just shows if you do play the game in the right way, you will undo them. Like, because it's when if you made that stupid mistake against like where Onana kicks it to their player, and we just panic and they're like, oh my God, and throw the plan out the window and don't listen to the manager and like don't play how we played and start forcing it, you're in huge trouble. Or get nervous. Still do the same thing. And even when it went back to 2-1, again, get the ball down, still do the same thing, and it will come. And it did, because Sheffield United are not a good team. The same with Burnley. They will play a little bit more, but actually it'll probably be a bit easier for us because it'll be even more open because they will try and play.
Well, it's a bit of both, isn't it? Like you said, it should be more open because they'll be trying to play out. But on the flip side, and this is kind of what we saw against Coventry in the second half, I think they will put more on us.
Pressure on us.
They'll put more on us. Struggle. Yeah, which we struggled with against Coventry, which we struggle against anyone that suddenly decides to put a bit of pressure on us, start closing us down, start pressing us. we start making mistakes and we start, messing it up. So I don't know. I saw Burnley go to Stamford Bridge not that long ago and deserved to win that game. They played Chelsea off the park, so I wouldn't completely rule them out. But obviously, it's a game
they can play.
Yeah. But it's obviously still a game we should be winning. But like we said, when it comes to the team, it's not going to be largely different, really, from the team that played on Wednesday. Same back four, midfield, like you say. Maybe you might go with McTominay because you might just think, oh, actually, I just need a bit more. Some more legs in there a little bit.
Bit of legs. And Burnley, yeah, exactly.
He might go with that, or you never know. Maybe he goes with an Amrabat flex. Could you imagine?
Nah,
Sofyan, the saviour Sofyan, who cast your mind back to the summer, by the way. The amount of thank God we got him. Yes, thank God we got him.
You know what? I done a tweet, or I think it was a video or whatever. I think I was like, we need to apologise to Sofyan. We need to really support him. No, he waited the whole preseason, didn't have a preseason because he wanted to come to United. Finally, we got him, and we owe him that. Yeah.
And he doesn't even have the fortune of like a Mason Mount that, well, let's see what happens next season. He doesn't have a next season, so it's just not worked out for him. But like you said, Mason Mount, I think he'd be on the bench.
He'd definitely be on the bench. Yeah. Casemiro have to carry on at centre back. I mean, luckily for us, again with the 3 championship team thing, the games he's played in centre back have been ones whereby he should be fine. There's always going to be moments in transition. There's always going to be moments where it's tough, but against that level of opposition, he should be fine. Now, the next batch of games, if he has to play up front against Mateta, or Eze running in from the sides and, Elise coming in from the other side or, whatever. And then the next game, if he has to play up front against Isak with Gordon in the inside channel, we're in massive, massive trouble. Huge trouble.
Yeah, well, I was trouble. I remember prior to this little run at centre-back that he's had now, I remember we played Burnley at Old Trafford last season, of course, in the Carabao Cup. And Casemiro played centre-back that day as well. It was just after the World Cup had finished. It was on the 21st of December. And he played in a back four with Wan-Bissaka at right back.
We had no players back, did we?
Lindelof centre-back and Malacia left-back. Interestingly, the midfield that day was McTominay and Christian Eriksen. Christian Eriksen scored as well.
What was that, 3-0?
2-0. And then a front four of Rashford on the... they've got Rashford down on the left. On the right, rather. And Garnacho on the left, Rashford on the right, Bruno in the 10, and Martial up front. Remember him?
Oh, remember him.
Remember him as well. So he did play against them at centre back last season so he knows them. The Carabao Cup. So it's one of those ones, isn't it? Like we said, going into the FA Cup game. Interestingly, when the game is completely in front of him, he actually looks more comfortable because he doesn't.
Wait, hang on, but they weren't in the. Oh, this was FA Cup. What was this?
Carabao Cup.
I was going to say they weren't in the league. Oh, right, Carabao Cup. Right, okay.
Carabao Cup.
And that was still obviously this version of Burnley as well.
Still Vincent Kompany, still trying to play and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, still trying to play that day. I mean, if you look at the stats that day, it's quite interesting because we had 56% possession at the only 44, so it's pretty tight on possession.
Because Kompany wants to play. They won't just sit back and let us have 70%. Not going to happen.
They had we had 10 shots, 6 on target. They had 11 shots, more shots than us, but only 1 on target that day. So but again, and that might be similar.
Still facing too many shots. See.
But that might be similar to the game, mightn't it, on Saturday, which it's like, actually, no, they'll have more of the ball than Sheffield United did, certainly. I mean, I think this season, it's only the second time we've had that amount of possession. So it was an outlier in that regard. But if we do have the same amount of possession as we did against Sheffield United, then you can go, look, Jason Wilcox, you had the meeting, Flex.
He's right.
You had the meeting. He demanded.
Right. He's right.
So,
but then we'll shift it and say, yeah, but we've played 20th and 19th consecutive.
Oh, yeah, the goalpost, yeah. It's a man.
Prediction?
Well, I went with 2-1 against Sheffield United. And one thing is fair, yeah. We are scoring goals at the moment, aren't we? We are. 3-3, 4-3 loss, teams. All that kind of stuff. So I'm going to go with, I'm going to go with, Flex? 3-2. I'm going to go with. I think that about sums us up. 3-2.
It does. I might go another 4-2.
So, something like that. Like, it'll be goals.
Deep down, I think it'll be 3-1. But we can see just do stupid things.
We can dominate the game and play really well and deserve to win and win 3-2 because they could have 2 chances to score.
Yeah.
That's where we're at.
Yeah, I'm going to go 4-2 again. I'm going to
4-2
go 4-2
again.
again. Yeah.
There'll be goals.
Yeah. I did have 2-0 on DR. I went 2-0, but actually, when I think about it, we're going to concede.
Yeah. Yeah.
Someone will do
score.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we will score. So yeah, I'm gonna go 4-2. So yeah. Smash the like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Let us know what your predicted lineup is, what you would have as the starting lineup, and give us your predictions for the game. Match view at UVHQ as well. I'll be there, KG will be there. And loads of others of the guys will be there as well. So big up to you. Owen will be on the pre-match show as well, a couple of hours before kickoff, before handed over to ourselves. Full-time view as per usual as well. And of course, the reactions from the guys at the studio. And later on today, the Trinity at 6 p.m. as well. So don't go anywhere. Take care, guys. See you soon. Peace.